Jesus. What, there's an early one, that dude.
Buffy?
Oh. Oh, involve him, you know, with your foot. He's gonna be drunk, innit? That's what we're talking about, man.
Buffy!
Xander. No, that's Parker. Sorry, got a short memory. Oh, ah, mate, there's too many of them. Sweat. Kick it. Kick-on. Hello. Tell you what. Overload, sorry. She is on fire.
Buffy.
Him next.
I don't know what to say.
The music.
Now I owe you my life.
Is this a dream?
It's nothing.
It's everything.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Do you think one day you might?
No, never. Yeah.
Listen, what are you doing later tonight?
God, he sucks, doesn't he? I actually really hope he does get a really horrible end.
Simple things.
Hey, she made it to class. Nice.
Comfort, sex, shelter, food. We always want them, and we want them all the time.
All right, mate, you're telling us a lot about you. Sorry, she slipped sex in there, didn't she? Just right in the middle. She went quite quick after that. I'm paying attention, lady.
We always want them, and we want them all the time.
Sorry.
It has the ego telling it what it can't have, and it has the superego telling it what it shouldn't want. But the id works solely out of the pleasure principle. Whatever social skills we've learned, however much we've evolved, the pleasure principle is at work in all of us.
Interesting. So we're talking about pleasure this episode. What motivates it? Yeah, all of our social skills going towards it, and should we want it? Should we not want it? Our relationship with it, right? That's interesting. I mean, college students, college girl in Buffy. And yeah, she is. I mean, we're opening here. Look, she's watching Parker. That, you know, we have that daydream. We are very much kind of shows communicating to us that is what she wants. She wants him to change his mind, to say that she's enough, to say, actually, I was wrong and you have it wrong and it's a bad dream and everything is fine now because I want you, I like you, and we can do this, right? And I wonder and I hope that this episode actually, we're going to see a shift of that. Shift of her attention, shift of what do I want? Okay, like, you know, we've just had What's-Her-Face lady talking about the ego and what we shouldn't want, the super ego. Is she going to work out that actually that's not what she wants? And to, like I say, refocus onto, I don't know, something that she does want, something that's going to be healthy for her, you know, something that she should want, right?
Buffy, I don't know what to say. Now I owe you my life.
Rough day?
Jesus.
Come on, Buff. Be a lonely drunk.
Hey, Xander, me and you are twinning today, dude.
I'm the new bartender over at the pub.
Hey, nice. Good for you, mate.
Mixing drinks, for instance.
Well, I've seen Cocktail. You want to talk about it? Shutting up now.
I'm pregnant by my stepbrother who'd rather
Whoa.
be with my best friend.
Okay, we gotta chill out, mate, actually. With that, Jesus Christ, that came out of nowhere. What'd you say to that? Gotta practice that, Xander.
Maybe he's just having trouble dealing. Don't guys sometimes keep the girls they really, really like inside these deep little brain fantasy bubbles where...
Do you know what? As bad as this is, you know, in a well, I was gonna say in a certain way, in just the way that she's fixating like this, I like that the Parker thing hasn't just disappeared, right? It's honestly persisted as an issue with Buffy, which obviously, as it should, for every episode since it happened, which I feel like, I don't want to say is rare, because obviously, you know, stuff that happens in the show, you know, follows her, travels with her. But I feel like, you know, you have that episode where, like, Parker is almost an isolated episode, and you're like, oh, okay, that sucks, we're maybe going to get the odd reference here or there, she's going to be a bit sad, but next episode we're going to be moving on and dealing with this other thing, which is also true. But I do feel like it's more of a heavy touch on the show. It's I feel like at this point it is kind of manipulating the story being told and, you know, where she's going. And I think it's just realistic, right? These sorts of things don't go away. And I just thought the formula of the show would kind of mean that it would have to, and it's not. And I just quite like that as a touch, actually. It does feel more mature, like that, you know, as a show, and just by doing that, by keeping it in the focus. It's not flashy, it's not a big bad, it's not a big, do you know, like that's almost the big bad. I'm not saying it is, but I do feel like if you had to say there was a big bad right now, that's kind of it. That's the enemy. That's the thing she's having to overcome and deal with. It's a focus or something that is driving her and influencing her. It's a presence. Ever since that happened, to the point that I feel like, you know, she's opening, the episode opens how it opens, she's staring at Parker, and I feel like we're going on an episode, it's called Beer Bad, you know, Xander, bartender, okay, cool, is she going to get drunk, be dealing with it, do you know what I mean? It feels like that's kind of the focus, or where the focus of the episode is going, and her journey to dealing with that, right? And like I say, sorry, it's just a bit of a more mature focus for the show, and I feel like in any other season this sort of thing would be very much in the background, very much just a bit subtler, overtaken by the monster of the week or whatever's happening with the big bad, right? And I feel like that is a reflection of what season 4 is going for, and a difference actually in season 4 compared with the other seasons.
You need to think about not Parker. He's no good.
Nice.
Better men.
Yeah.
The mind is stronger than the penis.
Yeah.
Nothing can defeat the penis.
Very unseemly.
I hate that that's probably a joke I'd make, you know. Me and Xander have become one this episode. I'm not a great fan of it, I'll be honest with you.
Beat the penis.
I feel strongly about Stinky Parker Man.
More importantly, can we talk about what's in the cups, guys? This is coffee.
I'm telling you, I think that he has intimacy problems.
Oh, he does, but that's not your issue.
Not interested.
Yeah, good.
Tell him to the bartender.
The bartender's always ready to listen.
What? Okay,
You gotta get in close, buddy.
and you had a poker's light, vodka on the...
It's fine. Ooh, ee.
Do I have to write this?
One at a time, buddy. He'll learn. It's his first night. Man, he's everywhere, isn't he? Gets around. Hello. Hello. I nearly mentioned him and I thought his name, so I didn't mention him. That's why, like, literally why. Before, when Willow was talking about nicer men without penis. No, who didn't think with their penises, not without penises. Although, Buffy, again, you could try people without penises.
In my defense, you do take up a lot of space.
I'm on game.
Ah, what a nice. That makes sense. He's responsible.
Parker and his latest conquest. You know, that boy should have his attention span checked. My father always said, if you want to be a gentleman, you don't even care what my...
Oh, no. Buffy, focus, man.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Forget about it. Yeah, I got some people waiting.
God damn it.
I'll see you in class, man.
God damn it, Buffy. God. This is what I mean. He's... Okay. God, Parker. This... I've forgotten. Riley? Guy is bumping into her. He's right there. He's right in front of her. And she needs to shift her focus. You know, it's interesting we get that first scene in class and the teacher talking about what she's talking about and what we shouldn't want, pleasure, our ego, and blah, 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 and looking at, adjust your view. I mean, that's what I said. I wonder if we're going to see her adjust that view. And it's interesting that he's come into it this episode, literally bumping into her, being like, look what's in front of you, look what's there, and she's not paying attention. She needs to shift her focus. So I really hope we go on a journey this episode and see a bit of that.
Rough day?
You gotta stop, mate.
Nah, it's been super. We accepted Melody's pledge.
Hey, Paula. Are you keeping this fine bartender from his duty?
It's all right.
You don't drop any eaves, Xander.
So, what were you discussing? Possibly debating the geopolitical ramifications of bioengineering.
You gotta relax, buddy. Although, Xander, to be fair, if we could have a Goodwill Hunting moment, this would be great.
I've got beer.
Damn it.
Conducting a little sociometry.
He did nearly knock himself in the face with the thing. That's not ideal.
A bipolar continuum of attraction and rejection.
Okay, buddy.
In your socioeconomic statuses,
Excuse you. Do not like the look down either.
we are the future of this country, and you keep the bowl of peanuts full. We are what these girls want.
How's about I see some ID? Could you not give me a drop until I'm satisfied? Just give him a beer.
Yeah, no, sorry, but it's a no-go. As soon as you start disrespecting service workers, get out of here, mate. You lose any kind of credibility, any kind of intelligence that you might have had before that. You're a dummy. You're a dummy and you're the worst. You're the worst of society, and society is worse off for having you, mate. That's what I'm saying. You are not the future of our country. I'm not American. I did get into that. I'm so sorry.
If he were tied and gagged and left in a cave that vampires happened.
Yes, I like how you're thinking, mate.
It wouldn't really be like I killed him, really.
Yes, exactly.
I'm a slut.
No.
No.
Thank you.
This has helped.
Nice.
Do not go anywhere.
I like this for Xander, and actually he's a presence now, you know. And what I mean, just a small thing, but you know, we have the high school years, we had the bronze, they were all being students there, and now we have an environment, a bar. Xander is behind it, and these guys can come in, and we can have little social scenes in it. I like it. I like it. It's a nice graduation of the bronze to here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Can't imagine anybody minding.
Oh.
You're not thinking of leaving, are you? We have a very strict policy against you leaving.
Oh, a little bit.
You shouldn't be sad and alone right now.
Not with this guy.
You're a very beautiful girl who should be...
Oh my god, guys, you gotta stop lining up. What's going on?
It's on us.
Oh god. Is this how she gets drunk? Just any other guy's buff. Yeah, okay. I don't blame you. You didn't see what they did.
You got a table.
I had to kill a man. I copied out my notes for Sykes, and you were so elsewhere this morning. It's really pretty simple stuff.
Where was he?
What's the matter?
Wolfy stuff?
There's nothing.
Huh? Oh. Oh, some kind of werewolf-like connection with somebody. Like this lady comes on and now he's bewitched. And his werewolf thing sensed it. I don't know, man. Oh god.
Do you know her?
Was that the same girl that he passed, the werewolf?
I know they're drummer in school. I've never heard them play.
Huh. Maybe not then. I mean, again, that first scene. Pleasure. Looking at it where we shouldn't, perhaps.
Is it all the socioeconomic and psychological problem?
You got the same lines, ain't you, mate?
My mother always said beer is evil.
Predate the fermentation of...
Hey, dude. What are you doing here?
Had the earliest morality developed under the influence of beer, there would be no good or evil.
Okay, what a wild statement.
You guys really love to hear yourself speak, don't you?
I like that you're clocking it, mate.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
TV is a good thing.
Not with Parker again.
No, with 4 really smart guys.
Oh. Are you okay?
Nice questions.
Beer.
And then group sex?
Got her face.
Parker. He deserves a torturous and slow death by spider bites.
Yeah, let's keep brainstorming. Where you going, buddy?
But getting dressed would be fun too.
Nice.
We'll be moving on to personality types and disorders.
Okay.
It isn't worth knowing, and it doesn't mean it will.
Oh, it's the munchies, yeah.
Now, if I've been unclear in any...
Not hers, leave it alone.
Speak now.
Buffy? I've been there, but okay.
Buffy!
What happened with you and the guys?
Me at the start of the class on Monday.
What? Is this in their basement? Is someone brewing some beer? Is it the barman, not ours, not Xander, the other guy? Beer bad indeed, eh? Cool.
It's good.
We're going again.
Good enough.
Oh, is it supposed to be addictive, eh?
Yeah.
As well?
You should come to our class on big thinking. It's good.
Are they getting more stupid?
Boy, I'm having the worst day. You got a light?
Oh my, stop it.
I like girls.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh, you stupid.
Have we got another case of like the guy resenting kids? Or coming in. Okay, coming in thinking they're better than you. Right. I mean, that scene with Xander and the guy. And him coming in and saying, because you work in a bar, you're worse than us. Did that happen? Has that been happening with the guy, the other barman? I assume the guy in charge. He got resentful, angry, and now he's brewing a beer to make them stupid. And I mean, that's kind of genius that he can do that. Kind of proving his intelligence. Do you know what I mean? Lording it over them. Would be also kind of interesting if he was just human. I assume that's what's happening. And it's a commentary on, actually, don't do that. And actually, you know, it's that thing of, we go to these places, we go to bars, we go to cafes, we go to restaurants. We place value in those places. They are places where we go to have community, to have a good time, to have a relax from our stresses, etc., etc., which means that inherent value we place in those places means that we want those places to exist, which means we need to have people employed in them. When you have all that information, you disrespect the people working there, regardless of the fact that you need that place as a service that you think is good and cool and valuable, the people working there are also equally good and cool and valuable and are inhabiting an integral role in society and are just as important as everybody else. Anyway, obvious stuff. I feel like most people kind of follow that kind of rule and that thinking, but gotta be said.
Hey, Shy's playing again tonight. It'd be kind of cool if you were there.
That's nice.
2 Veruca shows in 2 nights?
He's asking you to come.
You sure you want to share your groupie? I think I'm just gonna study.
But you're letting...
Just gonna study. 'Cause of the fun.
Your insecurity.
Yeah, I guess I could see how it'd be dull for you.
Okay, Willow. You're letting your insecurity and your jealousy get the better of you here. He invited you. He said it'd be nice if you were there. His attention is on you, not on Veruca. You now are making sure that you don't go and needing him to say what he's saying.
Yeah, I guess I could see how it'd be dull for you.
Oh, she's just led with, I'm going to the I've been in the library all day. She said that studying's fun. Oz has a little moment, I could see how it would be dull for you. I feel like, Willow's coming in the room with Buffy and she's, mumbling to herself. She's talking about, I'm just a groupie, In that world, she's not cool. In that world, she's not valued. She's feeling very belittled, right? And I feel like what's going on with Oz is the same thing. He is perceiving her to be essentially communicating that, she's saying you didn't come to class again. I was over there. I was blah, blah, blah. I was practicing. His focus is very much on the band. His interest is very much on the bands. Shy, Veruca's band too. I think it's just a social thing. She's talking about, I spent all day in the library. He's like, I could see how you'd find it dull. He's reading that as her being uninterested in what he's doing and perceiving her to be kind of saying that what he's doing and the band stuff is kind of below her, I feel like. And I feel like we've had a lot of that this episode of people kind of having their spheres that they are in and all this division of spheres, no crossing, which is crazy because we are humans, That's what makes us interesting. We all like different things and we should all get together and mix and talk about it and spread our knowledge that sounded dirty. But it's not. Sorry, I made it dirty. That's on me. That is on me. All the dirty knowledge. Point being, yeah, like I say, I think it seems as if the big bad this episode is going to be as a result of that. People basically feeling belittled. People feeling like they're not enough. Right? Not valuing themselves for what they're doing. I don't know, Oz is quite mature. Maybe he's not coming from a place of personal hurt, just perhaps maybe coming to a place of understanding that, I don't know, maybe the relationship's not working because they're too apart. They don't, I don't know, mesh in the ways that they perhaps used to in his mind. Maybe there is a little bit of a, splitting apart naturally for him, organically for him.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's kind of reading that as she's not interested in him anymore. Whereas obviously we know that she's doing that because she feels like he's not giving attention to her, even though he just asked her. It's, bit of a mess, isn't it?
Beer, good.
Beer bad.
Where'd girl go?
Oh God. Oh God. We're gonna have a reckoning.
Did you want something?
Yes, I want to give you a piece of my mind.
Let's go.
Tired of you men and your madness.
Nice.
I mean, what did I do?
You dumb monkey.
I'm not sure I need to explain my actions here. If that's what you want.
That's what you sound like.
Some relationships center on a deep emotional tie.
Oh my God.
But most are just 2 people passing through life, enriching or aggravating each other's lives briefly.
Go on.
Oh no, he's gonna get through. He's dumb. She's in a place, she's vulnerable right now. He's gonna get through to her because she's going through some stuff. And now she's going to think of this in regard to her and Oz. Even though, okay. And he's persuaded himself of this so well that he does. He absolutely believes it. And by the way, and look, hey, he's not necessarily wrong. Sometimes that is the case. But we know that he's using this as an excuse for his bad behavior. He is doing it on purpose. He is choosing. It's not random passing bys of people enriching or aggravating. He is purposefully doing it with intent and a goal, and once that goal is done and achieved, he moves on. Okay, that is behavior, chosen behavior. Dickhead.
Can't 2 people who feel an attraction come together and create something wonderful?
Oh God, Willow, don't.
To their lives the next day better for it, but never overanalyzing it or wanting it to be more than it was?
People like Buffy assume that intimacy means friendship and respect.
Don't. He and everything he does annoys me.
People shouldn't have to preface casual sex with, just so you know, I'll never grow any older with you.
God, well, don't put it like that. If it's just casual sex...
It takes the fire out of it.
Right, it's fine if it's just casual sex, but you gotta say that before the casual sex. Dead. And before any of the leading on. When it starts getting real and you can tell that she likes you, be like, hey, just to let you know, I am not emotionally available. Easy. How easy is that?
I don't regret what happened.
I bet you don't.
Or what we did.
I bet you don't.
I am sorry that Buffy's hurting, and if I misled her,
If I misled her, you deserve a slap to the penis, mate. Right on the bad end. I'll be honest with you, like a crack. Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta hear a crack to it. Otherwise, it's not hard enough. Not the bad end, anyway.
All right, time to pay up and go home, guy.
I'm a little scared for you, Xander, you know?
Okay, let's see. I'll take this one.
Take the rest as a tip, buddy.
You know, I've always had a problem calculating the tip.
Take it all, mate. They put it on the table and see what they want back.
People tip what, approximately 30%? That makes your tip what?
And now he's the smart one. Beautiful. Not that he wasn't smart before, by the way.
Buddy?
Oh, God. What? Be a bad indeed, eh? Caveman, cool. Xander, my friend, hasty retreat.
Right back.
Indeed.
Fire angry.
Well done, mate, eh? Nice. Go check on Buffy.
Jack?
Jackie boy.
There.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Some of your patrons are turning into cavemen.
Fair.
They had it coming.
They did, to be fair. But to be fair, the people that they might hurt do not. Probably. I don't know. Law of averages. They're going to hit some bad people. You know, it is what it is. I feel like we don't frolic anymore. You know what I mean? As a people. Sometimes we just want to be howling at our mates while one's in a tree, while one is on the floor.
And they're always coming in here with their snotty attitudes.
Yeah.
Spouting out some philosophy like it means a damn thing. Thinking they're different than us.
They are now.
My brother-in-law's a warlock. He showed me how to do this.
Okay. Wow.
I served them that beer.
Yeah, you're an accomplice, dude.
Relax. It'll wear off in a day or so.
My God.
You're a bad, bad man.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, dumb though they might be, they are still just kids at the end of the day. Yeah, you can't be hurting them like that.
Well, the others, I don't think she had as much.
Giles! Oh.
I can't believe you served Buffy that beer.
No, it was evil.
You knew it was beer.
Fair.
Electric Kool-Aid, funky Satan groove.
It was the early 70s and you should know better.
Buffy's a grown-up.
Amazing. Is that blood? What's that, mate? Is that your poo? Poo's probably better, actually. Is it? I'm not sure. Depends where the blood's from. Do you know what I mean? Where's Parker?
Parker, bad.
Okay.
I mean this in a bragging way. I do get to know a lot of women.
You did mean it, bro. Oh, stop it. He's turned it on. Oh, no, that's her hand. Sorry. I thought it was his hand on her hand.
Feeling totally at ease, spewing whatever's on my mind.
Can I say, Willow? He deserves rejection.
I've enjoyed talking with you.
There's the hand.
Here. Tonight.
Man, he switches on a dime, Danny.
With you,
Willow, poophead.
I'm wondering something about you.
Come on. Come on.
Just how gullible do you think I am? With your gentle eyes and your
Perfect.
style and your ability to talk openly only to me. You're unbelievable.
Yeah, boy.
This isn't sharing. This isn't connecting. It's the pleasure principle.
Nice.
It's all about the sex. Find a woman, drag her to your den, do whatever's necessary just as long as you get the sex.
Oh, man. He deserved that. Crack another one, mate. Why not?
Fascinating, really.
Kind of.
Where people go.
The TV.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look, you know, the monster of the week is very much, you know, it's been very specifically chosen as the cave person, you know, the Neanderthal. When we're talking about, you know, the pleasure principle, Willow, her kind of connecting the focus, I think, at the heart of the episode and what we're talking about when we're talking about Buffy, Parker, shifting attention, Willow, Oz, you know, these interpersonal relationships, you know, how are we motivated? We see the guys in the bar and him coming at Xander in the way that he did and putting him down and trying to make him feel stupid and say that he's stupid. Why is he doing that? Well, he's motivated because Xander's kind of trying to infringe on what the guy perceives to be his girl. I don't know if they're perhaps together, but he sees her that way or as an object and he's trying to get with her or whatever. And here, you know, he sees Xander as trying to kind of comment on that, even though Xander's just trying to talk. And maybe he did have, you know, ulterior motives, Xander, but it's besides the point. He didn't at that point. He was just trying to talk. Anyway, point being, all of it kind of been reduced down to this kind of base instinct, you know, the cave person. The dumb. Are we all just these dumb creatures? Or more focally, we are all these dumb creatures. You know, the guy in the bar and Jack, and the reason that this all exists is, you know, this idea of belittling people, of these spheres, of seeing people below you. Parker's doing the same thing with Buffy, even if he doesn't realize it. He's reducing her, he's objectifying her and putting her below him in the pecking order, which means that he can treat her how he wants because to him, she is lesser. Right, it's this idea of seeing people as lesser. And I think the Monster of the Week is almost trying to say, we are all these dumb creatures, stop being so judgmental. We are all the same. We all have that same inherent value if we have been born on this earth and are human beings. Take away the intelligence, what are we? We are mounds of flesh, bumping each other in the head. You know, we are equal. It's this idea of equality and these, what have we lost because of this intelligence? These spheres that I was talking about that are so apart, it seems like in some cases, when I was talking about earlier, we should be mixing. We should be, it doesn't matter what sphere you come from. Never see someone as below you because they're not. We all have inherent value because we're here on this earth. And I think, you know, it's really telling that we're seeing the boys out and about, jumping around. What are they doing? They're having a good time together, most importantly. Everything we see from the other examples in the show Division. Overthinking, almost. This idea of intelligence, right? I'm thinking overthinking in regards to Oz and Willow. Willow's overthinking it and she's going internal on it and she's projecting certain things that are giving Oz an impression that is wrong. You know, and then he's perhaps overthinking or maybe not thinking enough or not communicating because he's thinking. Sometimes we just got to be dumber and just communicate and come together and stop overthinking or trying to, yeah, like I say, there's actually so much I feel like going on in the message of the episode in what we're being shown. Because I, you know, even just talking how I flitted around with a few different subjects, honestly, you know, kind of focusing with the same focal point of that simplicity, the cave people and what that leads to. This idea of hierarchy. It can be in regards to gender, Parker, Buffy, objectification, etc. Overthinking, social inequality, and what arises from that, conflict. We're seeing Jack do what he's doing. It's almost this commentary of we do like to overcomplicate things, don't we? When actually it is very simple. We are just creatures and we are here to communicate and be together and... Uh-oh.
Boys smell nice.
Or perhaps you should be left alone.
Beer would wear out.
Beer?
No.
You can't have beer.
Oh, close the door. Oh god. Where's your chainsaw, Giles?
Giles, don't make Cave Slayer unhappy.
Whoa.
Buffy's strong.
We believe you. Damn. Yeah. I mean, look, everything I was saying, cave people aren't perfect. It's got to be said. Figuratively, everything that I was saying checks out, okay? Just literally, it doesn't... Well, you get me. Amazing. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Actually. The representation of them and how actually things changed when they got the fire. It is sort of this representation of when we got more intelligent, when we started to discover new technologies, everything got a little bit more dangerous. Everything got a bit more difficult. That's perhaps when the onset of intelligence, you know. Before this fire stuff, they were just in the bar having a good time. Yeah, okay, fine. They did knock Xander over. Fair enough. But they were relatively benevolent. They were relatively peaceful. They were just having a good time in the bar, outside and frolicking and blah, 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 blah. you know. But what is it? What is it? When the caveman discovers fire, that was the first great invention, almost this first sign of intelligence, of achieving something. And it's almost this thing. I mean, we've had the idea of intelligence, how it affects us, how it divides us, how it breeds conflict, displayed in the episode already in our modern world, right? When we're talking about the interactions in the bar, how this has come about in Jack, what led him to do that, you know, what it breeds in society, this division, this judgment, this looking down. What is that? Where does that come from? It comes from us as intelligent creatures using our brains in ways that perhaps aren't for the best. Right, and I feel like the fire representing that almost here at this crossroads. What do we have in this room? We have Parker and Willow on the floor, you know, and then the fire's spreading, starting to burn everything. It's almost, yeah, like I say, this message of intelligence, industry, progress, modernity. The onset of it is dangerous, and we shouldn't take it lightly. You know, it's a warning. And I think everything that this episode is going towards saying in regards to everything that I've said, you know, all of the conflict, Jack, why he's doing what he's doing, everything else. The episode is standing as a warning to that and everything else that I've kind of talked about, right? And I'm talking about it because the episode is talking about it. You know, I'm not trying to take it off myself. The episode is doing it. That's why I'm talking about it, right? It's a clever episode. And at least to me, that's what this scene is going to represent. It's a warning. And it's here now, you know. Back then in the 90s and here today, we see this more than ever. Uh-oh. Yeah, and it's almost representing as well this fight we have with our baser nature. You know, Buffy, right? And this idea of pleasure. And she's been driven by it at the moment almost. This thing that happened with Parker and not being able to get her mind off it, right? She's been driven by her pleasures, her ego, her emotions. And she needs to overcome that. Throws it in. Yeah. The power of friendship. Nice.
Where the hell's Giles? Blonde. She walks with a sort of...
Oh, he's definitely stoned, Giles. Damn. Okay.
Buffy's still in there.
Should we leave Parker? Because I notice he's not there. It's fine. You're not in your right mind, dude. Is she gonna get her dream? She's gonna save him and not even remember. Oh god. No. It's teasing, but she ain't gonna. I think she's got a free pass if you ask me, man. Yes. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Leave him. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I did have a moment where I was talking about you can't hurt kids. He's a dumb kid. But also...
Boys in the car, contained for the time being.
Whose van is that?
I don't know.
Is it Parker's? Yeah. Perfect. Oh.
I don't know how to say this. I'm sorry for how I treated you before.
Uh-huh.
You were great tonight, really.
Is she gonna remember?
Do you think you could forgive me?
No. Bonk him again. Yes. 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 She's like the best episode. Just give me everything I want. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's the second best thing. You know, narrowly behind him burning to death. Ah, really cool episode. Big Bad. I enjoyed that. I did. It's a very fun episode. And I think a lot at its core in what it's trying to say with everything that happens. Hang on. Was there any repercussions for Jack? Are we going to see that he was, I don't know, fired? I mean, why would he be? Can you really prove it? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Jack will come back. Maybe we'll deal with it. That could be interesting. We didn't really deal with the big bad necessarily. But yeah. I really liked the messaging that you could kind of draw from this episode. I think there's plenty that you could. And actually, like a lot of the little seeds, I feel like, that were kind of planted this episode haven't really borne fruit. I think we're going to maybe deal with some of that as we go. I'm talking about Willow and Oz, Oz and Veruca, whatever that was about. Maybe some wolfy stuff going on there, I'm not sure. I think a really cool resolution to like the main story of what we started with at the beginning of the episode, you know, Buffy with these dreams, that, you know, the daydreams, looking at Parker, the pleasure, the ego, the super ego, all this stuff. And I think there is a nice little conclusion there. Whether she'll remember it all, whether it'll kind of take, whether she'll be kind of over him now, or at least done, you know, the lion's share of the processing maybe to go forward. Hopefully, we'll see. But I think it was a nice conclusion to that, which I think was, like I say, I think the story that we were dealing with was really nice, seeing kind of Willow have a little bit of a comeuppance with Parker and say what she said to him too. Yeah, really cool episode. But that was Beer Bad. Thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed already, enjoyed this video, enjoyed the format of this video, please do consider doing that down below. Like the video, leave a comment, all that stuff. It's a free way to help me out, help the channel out if you enjoyed. Thank you, God, as always, to my patrons, my YouTube members. Genuinely, thank you so much for your support. There are some links down below in the description. If you'd like to support me further, there is early access to all of my videos, and I also have a gaming channel down there as well. I'm doing Alien Isolation still trying to outwork that alien. That was Slayer Saturdays. Thank you so much once more for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon.